Hello and welcome to the EWA Big Fat Quiz of 2018. I'm John, your host with the most, as we take a look back at the last year of EWA action and see just how much of it the Fed's best and brightest actually remember. Joining me in this year's quiz, we've got my co-host in the award-winning Hashpipe Report and an EWA legend in his own right. It's Dylan.
According to the chief, there are 2 codes, and the terrorists already know one of them.
That's Dylan. Also along for the ride, we've got one of many new faces in the EWA this past year, and someone who's quickly made a big name for himself. It's Jared.
Hello, hello.
Yo, welcome to the quiz.
Thanks,
and last but by no means least, our final contestant is another newbie to the EWA this year, and one of the stalwarts of the women's division. It's Noah.
No, that'd be me. I don't have a soundboard, but pretend there's a cool sound playing right now.
Oh, I can do that.
Besides, I'm locked up here.
That was me.
It's a good one.
Beautiful. All right, welcome to the show, everyone. Now, the way this will work is I've put together 21 questions with a total of 53 points available. All you need to do is write down your answers as we go along, and then at the end of each round, we'll check back to see how many you've got right. Like last year, I'll also be posting pictures between each round depicting various moments from 2018. They do have a bit of a common theme connecting them all, so look out for that. But again, just write your answers down, and we'll come back to all of those right before the big question at the end of the quiz. And for those playing along at home, feel free to let us know how you end up doing in the feedback. Right, so if everyone's all set to go, let's start things off with our first round, General Trivia. I've got 10 quick-fire questions lined up about various bits and bobs from the last year, with each correct answer earning you 1 point. And let's face it, the more points you can get on the board now, the more chance you've got of winning the whole shebang. So, question number 1. Name the famous musician who participated in last year's Civil War match.
I don't know. Was I in Civil War?
Yes, you were.
Did I
No,
win?
I don't think I was here for that one.
Yeah, you might have just missed out on this one.
Just a little.
Might
So
be at
I'd
a
just say
disadvantage.
take your best guess and just go for whatever famous musician you can think of.
Oh, I've got the answer. Totally.
Oh crud! I can't even think of anybody. All right. Okay, cool.
Sweet. Okay, question number 2. Who did Shane Douglas pick as his partner in Franchise Inc.?
Oh, tits. Who was it?
I know this one because I fucking lost to him.
Ah, who was it? Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. I'm getting the phone call. Not gonna do it.
Phone a
Alright.
friend.
It's okay. Just make something up.
Well, that's what I always do.
Yeah. Okay, question number 3. What was the unique stipulation of the match between AJ Lee and Daphne on the August 5th edition of Slam?
Oh, shoot. I know one of the stipulations.
I might give you a point for each stipulation you can get. I might change the rules on the fly.
Oh, so there's lots of stipulations.
Maybe.
Oh, there's no stipulations. It was a straight up one-on-one match.
Shit, there was 2?
Oh, gosh. What?
Again, please feel free to make up as much bullshit as you want as well.
Way ahead of you, buddy.
Okay, question number 4. Which superstar was the first person eliminated in the Super Brawl match?
Dang it.
Remember, this is only posted like last week, so
Yeah, but
it should be pretty easy.
And it was
I can barely remember what I had for breakfast. How am I supposed to remember that?
Oh dear! Wow, this is round one, and I'm already going to lose.
Okay, we'll move on to question number 5. Who did Carmella defeat to become the first ever EWA Queen of the Ring? I feel like Noah's at a real bad disadvantage because all of these questions have been
Doesn't know how.
pretty
You would
early
think
in the year.
You would think so. You would think so, but making that chart wasn't a bad idea.
Yeah, that's true.
good point.
That is a fair point, and also I like he may be at a disadvantage, but he's also definitely already beating me. That is 100%. Man, I don't know anything. Why am I on this quiz? I'm gonna call it friend Solid Snake.
Question number 6. At what event did the finals of the Hulk Hogan Rock and Wrestling Tag Team Tournament take place?
Uh-oh.
Ah.
I love that name.
It's a bit.
Wait, no, is it that one or?
It's a bit convoluted, that name. All right. Okay. Question number 7. After Harry Smith stepped down from the role in early May, who was the first guest general manager?
Oh. I might have got one. Oh.
So after he stepped down in May, was it one every month up until the end of the year, or up until Sable or whoever?
Yeah, up until I think technically November, and then December Harry Smith came back again.
Okay.
But we just want the very first guest general
Now I
manager.
don't know if this was the first one.
Mm.
I'm like, it's this guy. I'm so confident, and now I'm like, shit, was he the first one? God damn it, because I work with all of them, but like, you know, my head like crumpled them all together into one guy.
You made one super, like the Power Rangers. You made one super GM.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a GM Zord.
They all combined, and one of them was, what were they?
Triceratops.
Was it? Yeah.
The
Saber-toothed tiger.
And no, the pterodactyl. Yeah, the one was a pterodactyl.
Yeah, the pink one was the pterodactyl.
Yeah, it was the smallest one. I'm like, are you serious? That guy's the whole arm, and you're just the fucking like the head or whatever. It was bullshit. Anyway.
Okay. Question number 8. Which legendary former wrestler was the special guest referee when Jack Gallagher defended the World Championship against John Heidenreich on an episode of Slam during the EWA's Canada tour in early April?
Former wrestler.
Yes.
So
Maybe I should
no
have paid
longer
attention to the
wrestles.
stipulation notes you sent me.
Yeah.
Oh god.
The clue in this one is the fact it was during EWA's Canada tour.
Dang it, John! I thought I
Oh
had it.
shoot.
Wah,
Okay,
wah.
I thought I had it too. I guess not.
Well, I did have it, but I wanted nobody to. I figured that out. I'm like, Canada's the clue. But so long as John doesn't say it out loud, I've got this one.
It's okay. I barely know any Canadian ones. It was Natalia.
I bet
obviously.
I'm still gonna get it wrong.
Okay, so question number 9. In the first few months of 2018, it became a running joke that Ken Raper and Desperado Joe Gomez would start wrestling the same match, only for each attempt to get interrupted by something more important going on. But how many times did this happen?
Oh,
Easy. What an easy question.
Yeah. Piece of piss.
So easy. Oh shit, my pen's not working. Before we started, I just spent my time drawing
use
pictures
the
on the page.
soundboard.
Yeah. What am I gonna do?
I don't know where the other 2 are.
Talking about pens. Don't know where my other pens are. Thanks, Snake.
You only have 3 pens.
Right? I don't know where the other 2 are. This is a terrible day for me.
Alright, question number 10. Before Super Brawl, Brock Lesnar had only lost one match all year. What was that match?
Oh my god.
Oh, I know this.
Was it a
Oh.
singles match?
I'm not
Ooh.
saying.
Okay.
Do we have to like just say who he lost to, or
Just the match itself.
oh
Oh.
gosh,
Oh, that's very
what
interesting.
match did he lose?
Very interesting. The match itself.
Metal Gear.
All right, then. So let's get some answers. So the first question was, name the famous musician who participated in last year's Civil War match. Dylan, who did you put down?
Fred Durst.
Fred Durst, okay. Jared?
Bono.
Okay. And Noah?
I put Sting.
Oh.
Wow. Some big names there, and Fred
And
Durst as well. But the answer was actually Liam Gallagher of Oasis fame, who
Son of a-
randomly hooked up with Party Time in early 2018 during their war with the Anti-Fun Police.
It's so obvious when you say it out loud.
I know. Okay, question 2 was, who did Shane Douglas pick as his partner in Franchise Inc.? Noah?
I said Psycho Sid.
Jared?
Psycho Sid.
And Dylan?
He said Fred Durst.
I can tell you the answer was indeed Psycho Sid, who was in a short-lived team with Shane Douglas that did manage to pick up a big win over the Kings of Wrestling before unsuccessfully challenging OVE for the tag titles and then disappearing into the E-Fed void. What question are we on? Question 3. What was the unique stipulation of the match between AJ Lee and Daphne on the August 5th edition of Slam? Jared, what did you put down for this one?
I put House of Mirrors and Straight Jacket on a Pole.
Okay.
Oh, that makes sense.
Noah, what did you put?
I put mirrors, tables, and Chick-fil-A sandwiches.
Okay. Dylan?
Alright, I wrote that it was a hardcore House of Clowns exploding reverse battle royal shark cage over the top rope elimination chamber autograph match.
At least one of those has to be right.
I got
Sounds
none of them.
awesome.
I got none of them right.
I'm pretty sure none of them were right, yeah. The answer was actually a kendo stick, mirrors, and steel chairs match, whereby only those weapons were legal. So I'm going to give Jared and Noah a point each for that one, because they did both say, mention the mirrors.
What about me?
Well, I mean, I don't know how you didn't manage to mention any of the right answers in that big, long answer you gave.
Yeah, he didn't.
So,
alright, whatever.
yeah, unlucky, man. Maybe
Fine.
next time. Question 4 was, which superstar was the first person eliminated in the Super Brawl match? Dylan?
Steve Austin.
Okay. Jared?
John Cena.
Oh.
Noah?
John Cena.
Right.
Please,
I can tell
Austin?
you that it was none other than the captain of Team Hustle, Loyalty, and Respect, after the Doctor of Thugonomics chose to enter himself first for his team. He was eliminated by the other captain, who decided to throw himself into the match right off the bat, which was Team Good Boys' Chris Sabin.
Is that Steve Austin? Is he the Doctor of Thugonomics?
No.
Ah, dang it.
He's
Maybe
actually
next.
the nurse of Thugonomics.
Okay, question number 5. Who did Carmella defeat to become the first ever WA Queen of the Ring? Let's go Noah.
I'm pretty sure it took a few tries, but I think she eventually beat Rosemary.
Okay.
Or Rosemarie, however.
Jared?
I put Rebby Sky.
Oh,
Okay, and Dylan?
Fred Durst. I didn't know.
Yeah, just keep going for Fred Durst. I'm sure he'll be the answer to one of these questions.
One day.
So you're just hoping.
So the answer was indeed Rosemary, in a match that came 4 months after the tournament originally started in December 2017 due to reasons I completely forget. Okay, so question number 6. At what event did the finals of the Hulk Hogan Rock and Wrestling Tag Team Tournament take place? Jared?
2 minutes to midnight.
Dylan?
I wrote the summer event. The one that happened over the summer.
Okay. And Noah?
I put Massacre in Manchester too.
I can tell you the answer was indeed 2 minutes to midnight, where the Kings of Wrestling defeated John Cena and the Midnight Rider, who was a last-minute substitution for the injured Big Show, to walk out with, I think it was a trophy. I'm not entirely sure. But
I believe there was a trophy.
there you go. Okay, question number 7. After Harry Smith stepped down from the role in early May, who was the first guest general manager? Dylan, who'd you go for?
I am hoping that I'm finally going to get a point on the board with Cody Rhodes.
Not Fred Durst?
No, because he wasn't a general manager. I would remember that.
Okay, just making sure. Okay, Noah?
I also said Cody Rhodes.
And Jared?
Cody Rhodes.
Oh, yes.
Yes, you all got it right there. He was indeed the first general manager, and he ended up making Santino Marella his assistant GM. Assistant to the GM, yes. Yes, and he was the first of many. So question 8 now. Which legendary former wrestler was a special guest referee when Jack Gallagher defended the world title against John Heidenreich during the EWA's Canada tour? Jared, who have you got?
Bret Hart.
Okay, Noah?
Chris Jericho.
And Dylan?
Bret Hart.
It was indeed Bret the Hitman Hart in a match where Heidenreich picked up the Duke via disqualification after interference from Pete Dunne and Will Ospreay, which in turn led to Harry Smith's decision to put the world title up for grabs in the Civil War match. Okay, question number 9. In the first few months of 2018, it became a running joke that Ken Raper and Desperado Joe Gomez would start wrestling the same match. But how many times did this happen? Noah, what did you go for?
I put 3 times.
Okay. Jared?
I also put 3 times.
Dylan?
I was going to put 3 times, but then I wrote 15.
I can tell you it was indeed 3 times. The first attempt got cut off by a vicious assault on Adam Cole by the returning Brock Lesnar. The second time there was a power outage. And then the third time it was an attack by Nia Jax and Bianca Belair on Bradley. All of which were apparently more important than whatever was going on in the ring. Okay, question number 10. Before Super Bowl, Brock Lesnar had only lost 1 match all year. What was that match? Dylan?
Autograph match against the Big Show.
Oh, shoot.
Noah?
Oh, wait, I thought The Miz was in... I don't know. I said against Jack Gallagher at some point.
Okay, and Jared?
I was just going to say Gabriel, but I changed my answer to the autograph match against the Big Show.
Well, I can tell you, you are all wrong in this one. It's a bit of a sneaky question, because I figured most people would go for the Sin City Survival Elimination match, where Gabriel did technically pin Brock Lesnar, but Brock was on the winning team of that match.
Yeah, I figured.
But the actual answer was, in fact, another 6-man tag team match on the June 24th edition of Slam.
OVE match!
Where it was, Brock and OVE against Chris Sabin, Kenny Omega, and Al Snow. Does this not ring a bell, Dylan?
No.
No.
Did that happen?
It did happen. You won by DQ.
Oh,
so
Cool. I'll take it.
Oh, well.
But it was The Miz in the autograph match, right?
It was The Miz in the autograph match, that's right.
Good times.
All right, so we'll move on to the first of our picture rounds.
Ooh.
So I'm just going to post the image in the chat box here. And what I would like to know is, who is Santino hiding from in this picture from the July 8th edition of Slam?
Wow. Only 4 stars. Oh. What day was it?
So it was the July 8th edition of Slam.
Okay. It's gotta be Fred Durst.
All right, so if everyone's got an answer for that, we'll move on to the next round, which is List-O-Mania, which is easily the worst round in the entire quiz. So let's get through this as quickly as possible. Question number 12. Back at Mayhem, OVE made their first tag team championship defense in what was dubbed an Ohio versus everyone match. Not including the champs, who were the 6 other teams involved?
Ooh, okay. Okay. Let me see.
So which team were we not including? Sorry, that cut out.
So not including OVE.
Okay.
There are 6 others, right?
Yes, that's right. And this one, I think it's fair to say there's a couple of pretty random teams in there, so if you do get all 6, well done. And if you're struggling, just make up a tag team with Fred Durst in it.
Don't put Fred. No, Fred Durst has had enough free publicity from this. We're not giving him any more. Fuck Fred Durst in the ass.
So my controller cut out. Did we do anything with the Santino one yet, or that's for later, right?
Yeah, that's for later. We'll come back to all the pictures like later on in the quiz.
Okay.
Right. So does everyone have answers, or do you need a little bit more time?
I'm okay. I'm good.
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Cool. Okay, so question 13. 2018 was the year of the Beast, where Brock Lesnar dominated the EWA landscape, including defeating 29 other men to win the world title at Civil War. What I'd like to know, though, is who were the 9 superstars that Lesnar successfully retained the gold against before finally coming undone at Super Brawl 18?
Did we get a point?
So he defended it against 9 different people?
Yes.
Okay.
9 different superstars, but some of them he did defend it against twice. But he basically won all those matches.
Do we get a point for each correct answer?
Yep.
Do I get bonus points?
Do you what?
Do I get bonus points?
For what?
Just for being me? No? Alright.
Did you say this was question 13 or 12?
This is, 13. So, 11 was the Santino picture.
Oh, okay, that counts as one, gotcha.
Yeah.
I should probably start putting answers down.
That's hard.
Yes, it's a list of fairly big names from this past year who had shots, so just go for some of the big names who appeared in the EWA this year, or who had success.
Okay.
All right.
Everyone got some answers?
Yep.
Cool. Okay, so we'll go back to question 12, and that was who were the other 6 teams involved in the Ohio?
I got it.
Yep. So we just want the answers for this one now. So, Dylan, which 6 teams did you go for in this one?
Okay, the Kings are resting.
Mm-hmm.
Some combination of Brady's characters. I don't know. Brady has a lot of characters, but some tag team with Brady in it. John Cena and Matt Morgan. Maybe the BWO. I can't remember. and AJ Lee and Mary Shelley. Because I know,
Mary Shelley.
yeah, who wrote Frankenstein. Because I know AJ Lee was in it with somebody, but I was racking my brains trying to figure out who it was, and I couldn't think of anybody. So I'm like, well, why not Mary Shelley? It makes as much sense as anything else that we've done.
So that's only 5 teams.
Yeah, I couldn't think of another one.
Okay, fair enough. Jared, who have you gone for?
I put the Kings of Wrestling, Notorious, Brian Pillman Jr. and the Benoit, I think, Kenny Omega and Chris Sabin, the Satanic Clown Posse, and Crazylution, and then I forget the last one. I put Authors of Pain.
Okay. And Noah, who have you gone for?
I put Kings of Wrestling, the Satanic Clown Posse, AJ Lee and Sonya Deville, the Briscoes, the Chris Bros, which is like Dave and Jake or Dave and Matt or something, and then franchising Sid and Shane.
Right. Well, I can tell you the answers were the Briscoe Brothers, the Kings of Wrestling, the Satanic Clown Posse, Chris Sabin and Kenny Omega, Crazylution of AJ Lee and Sonya Deville,
And Mary Shelley.
and Mary Shelley,
Yes.
Brian Pillman Jr. and David Benoit as Notorious as well. So, by my calculations there, let's see, Noah's got 4 out of the 6. Jared's got 5 out of the 6. And I'm feeling generous, so I'll give Dylan 3 out of the 6.
3? What was the other one?
Well, it's more like 2.5 because you got AJ Lee and, you know.
Was Notorious, was that Brady?
No, wait, no. So what?
Oh, no, wait, no, you're right. Give me the 3 points.
Yeah.
Next question, 3 points.
Whatever.
Yes.
3 points, that'll do.
I'm going to win this.
Okay, so before we get to the next round, it's time for another picture.
Ooh.
So I'll post that in the chat box.
What about the satellite data?
Right, so what I would like to know is what is under the tablecloth on this September the 9th edition of Slam that has got Santino so scared? Oh shit, you know what? I didn't do the answers for the question 13, did I?
No.
Nope.
Oh, no.
Well, we can do it now.
Right, we'll do that then as well.
Okay.
Dear. Right, so the question was, which 9 superstars did Brock Lesnar successfully retain the gold against before coming undone at Super Brawl 18? So, Noah, who have you gone for?
Oh boy, let's see. Okay, so I've got Ken Shamrock, The Big Show, maybe Bradley, Gabriel, Fit Finlay, Dolph Ziggler, Jack Gallagher, Al Snow, and then Desperado Joe Gomez.
Okay. Jared, who have you gone for?
I put Heidenreich, Chris Sabin, Jack Swagger, Ken Shamrock, Al Snow, John Cena, Big Show, Matt Morgan, and Jack Gallagher.
Okay. And Dylan?
I went Al Snow, Jack Swagger, Chris Sabin, Gabriel, Kenny Omega, Ken Shamrock, and Jack Gallagher.
Right, okay. So I can tell you the answers were John Heidenreich, Chris Sabin, Al Snow, John Cena, Chris Jericho, Jack Swagger, Matt Morgan, Big Show, and Ken Shamrock. Which means, I believe Jared got 8 out of the 9 there.
Wow.
I think you only missed out Chris Jericho.
I did, yeah. The Gallagher was a guess. I forgot the last one.
That was a pretty damn good showing.
Thank you.
Noah, you got 3 out of the 9. And Dylan got 4 out of the 9.
Yeah.
Well done.
Oh, damn.
So now we'll get to the picture round, which is already posted on the chat box. So all you need to do is write down what you think is under the tablecloth on this September the 9th edition of Slam that's got Santino so scared.
Okie doke.
Sweet. Okay, round number 3 is the Name the Connection round. So for this, there's a couple of questions with a few random things which you've got to just name the connection for. So question 15, what I'd like to know is, what do Adam Cole, Matt Jackson, Carmella, an unnamed referee, and Blue Pantaloons all have in common?
Okay.
Trying to think if I can give you a clue, but without giving it away as well.
Yeah.
I can't. I guess there's something to do with different colours. That's all I'll say.
Hey, maybe my good friend Solid Snake can give us a clue.
Besides, I'm locked up here.
Oh, I guess not.
Thanks anyway, Solid Snake. Alright, question number 16. What unique fact connects Mayhem, 2 Minutes to Midnight, Summer Stampede, Sin City Survival, All Hallows Evil, and Super Brawl 18? And no, I'm not referring to them all being pay-per-views last year, but rather something specific that happened on each one of them.
Oh.
What was the first one?
The first one was Mayhem. So there's Mayhem, 2 Minutes to Midnight, Summer Stampede, Sin City Survival, All Hallows Evil, and Super Brawl 18.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Everyone got an answer?
Yep.
Not really.
Well.
I mean, you just carry on regardless.
Alright, so let's get some answers. Going back to question number 15. What do Adam Cole, Matt Jackson, Carmella, an unnamed referee, and Blue Pantaloons all have in common? Jared, what do you go for?
They've all won Zebra.
Okay. Noah?
Dean Ambrose has bounced a volleyball off of all of their heads.
Dylan?
I wrote, they all like spicy food.
Okay. Well, I can tell you that the answer was actually that they were each blasted in the face with various forms of poison mist over this past year, with Adam Cole and Matt Jackson getting blinded by Tajiri, Carmella and the unnamed referee being caught in the face by Rosemary, and Blue Pantaloons got a face full of strange red liquid courtesy of Dominatrix. So there, yeah. Pretty tough. Hopefully this one was a bit easier. Question 16. What connects Mayhem, 2 Minutes to Midnight, Summer Stampede, Sin City Survival, All Hallows Evil, and Super Brawl 18? Noah, what have you got?
Were those all pay-per-views where Lesnar defended his title?
Okay.
That's my answer.
Dylan?
They all had gimmick matches in them that involved a car.
Right. Jared?
Cesaro wrestled on all of them.
Well, I might have to check that last answer, but the one I was looking for was the Women's Championship changed hands on all of those shows.
Ooh.
With Nia Jax winning the gold from Carmella at Mayhem, then losing it to Tessa Blanchard at 2 Minutes to Midnight, who was then beat by Dominatrix at Summer Stampede, who then lost the title to Blue Pantaloons at Sin City Survival, who was then defeated by Tessa Blanchard at All Hallows Evil, before Daphne became the new champion at Super Bowl 18.
All right.
So yeah, lots of stuff going on. Right. So time for another picture.
Ooh.
So I'll post this one. Okay. There we go. So this one's from the October 21st edition of Slam. And we once again find Santino scared out of his wits. But who was responsible for this attempted gang attack by a bunch of masked men? I suspect that Jared might know the answer to this one.
I wonder who it could be.
Right. So, if everyone's got an answer, we'll move on to the next round, which is the roleplay round.
Uh-oh.
In this one, I've selected 2 random RPs from this past year, which I'll read out a snippet from, blanking out some crucial bit of information in the process. But there should still, hopefully, be enough in there for you to take a guess at what character is doing the talking. So you just need to write down which character you think it is who's delivering this promo. Okay?
So let me clarify something real quick. So you're going to read out a bit of dialogue from a roleplay, and you have to guess the character, but the character whose dialogue you're reading is the same as the roleplay it's from, right?
Yeah, so it's whoever's roleplay it is, you've got to guess, who it is.
Well, I cleared that up.
Yeah, I know. So who's speaking, basically?
Yeah, okay.
All right, so this is the first one. Ever since your return to the EWA, you made it your mission, your job, to jump me at every available opportunity and put me on the shelf. You didn't do it because you hated me or because I wronged you. You did it because you thought I made a good target to show what kind of destruction you're capable of. That's what you said, right? A month back when you first slapped on the blank for the first time. Wrong place at the wrong time. So that blank was deliberately put there to obscure a bit of obvious information which would have gave the game away, but hopefully there's still enough in there that you can kind of make an educated guess for.
Okay.
Alright. So the next one, I'll just say as well, don't pay any attention to the weird accents. They've got nothing to do with anything.
Oh, I thought that was a clue.
It definitely isn't.
Son of a gun.
Right, okay. So the next one. This can't be right. This wasn't in the signs. Blank was supposed to lose and become my slave. The vessel of your dark will made manifest in physical form. We were going to reshape the women's division into our vision. The future was within our grasp.
Okay. I mean,
There we go.
that voice was a total clue.
You reckon?
Yeah, that gave the game away, man.
That was my Lord Alfred Hayes voice right there.
Yeah, that's what I wrote down.
Oh, okay, good.
Sweet.
Okay, so let's hear some answers then. So, okay, Dylan, who did you think was the first promo?
Brock Lesnar. I thought he was talking to Ken Shamrock. He's like, you always locked that, and the bit you blanked out was ankle lock. You know, you always lock that ankle lock on me. Right. Okay.
Noah, what did you put?
I also said Brock Lesnar talking to Shamrock because I thought he slapped Sable or something at some point.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Jared, what did you go for?
I put John Cena.
All right. I can tell you the answer was, in fact, Chris Sabin. And he was talking about Jack Swagger and his attempts to put the ankle lock on. So you were nearly there, Dylan and Noah, but I just went for the wrong user of the ankle lock.
Dang. The wrong ankle lock.
I thought Sabin too, as Dylan was answering. I was like, that sounds like something Sabin might have said.
Oh, well. as always, this next question you could get a point on. So, who did you think was behind this promo? Jared.
Dominatrix.
Okay. Dylan.
Daphne.
All right. Noah.
I said Daphne.
I can tell you the answer was Dominatrix.
Ah,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was her losing her mind after Blue Pantaloons had won the women's title from her.
Dang it.
So, yeah, so close. All right, so now we're on to the final picture round. So I'll post that in the chat box. There we go. So all I want to know is what iconic moment from this past year is Santino drawing?
I think I actually know this picture.
Okay. I'm gonna make a guess. As I've been doing the whole way through.
So has everyone got an answer?
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. So we'll go back to the very first picture round, which was... What the hell was it? Oh yeah, who was Santino hiding from in the toilet? Dylan, who did you put for that one?
I wrote Braun Strowman.
Okay. Jared?
I put Midnight Rider.
Okay. Noah?
I also put Braun Strowman.
Ooh.
Wow. I can tell you the answer. In fact, I can show you the answer. Was indeed Braun Strowman.
Nice.
There you go. So the second picture round was the one with Santino looking pretty terrified by whatever's under a tablecloth. So what was under the tablecloth that got him so scared? Noah, what did you go for?
I said it was the stack of pancakes that kidnapped Blue Pantaloons.
Oh, interesting. Jared?
I put pizza ingredients.
Dylan?
Sausages.
Well, I can tell you, no, in fact, I can show you again.
Oh.
The answer was pizza ingredients.
But you can put sausage on a pizza.
Well, I mean, there is technically like a pepperoni sausage
You don't put
involved there.
You don't put like actual sausage on your pizza.
Not often. I mean,
Oh, it's so good. Let me tell you, man.
You ever put Portuguese sausage on pizza?
Portuguese sausage. Hello.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check that out. I've never done it.
It's called linguiça.
Ooh.
It's very good on pizza.
Ooh, I gotta get some of that.
it sounds good.
Ooh.
Right.
Okay.
So where are we? Oh, the third picture, which was that was Santino and Braun Strowman surrounded by a bunch of masked men, but who was responsible for this attempted gang attack? So Noah, who did you go for?
Desperado Joe Gomez.
Okay. Dylan?
I went for the Kings of Wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
And Jared, I think you might have got this one.
Yes, it's a wrestling. It is.
And it was, of course, the Kings of Wrestling. And there should be one more picture with them popping up and taking credit for it. There we go.
Oh, that's awesome. That's really good.
Okay, so the last picture round was what was Santino drawing. Let's go Dylan first. What moment from the last year was Santino drawing?
I wrote it was Bobby Lashley and the Big Show. They break the ring with some kind of superplex or whatever.
Okay.
That's exactly what I wrote down on the piece of paper.
Jared?
I put Lashley and Show ring break. Roar.
And Noah?
I put Big Show and Bobby Lashley ended in a no contest due to the ring breaking.
You all got that right. Of course it was.
Yay.
Yeah, it's from the May the 6th slam where they destroyed the ring by being too fat.
Too big boned. They had big bones.
Oh, sorry, yes. My bad. Okay, so that means we're on to the final question.
Ooh.
So, for the second time in his career, Brock Lesnar became the EWA World Heavyweight Champion. While he didn't break his record for the longest reign in company history, he did spend the majority of 2018 with gold around his waist. What I would like to know is how many days has the Beast spent as EWA Champion in total between his first and second reigns? I'll give you 1 point if you can get within 50, 2 points if you can get within 25, 5 points if you can get within 10, 10 points if you can get within 5, and 20 points in the extremely unlikely scenario of getting it spot on.
Oh, well, stand back, motherfucker, and watch this.
I'll give you a bit of a clue as well, just to help you out. That his first reign was under 300 days. So
we're adding both the reigns together, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. But I think the first one was under 300 days. I think the second one is also under 300 days. That's my clue for you guys. Give you a little clue. There you go.
That's a pretty good clue.
Right? That should clear everything up. Okay. Oh, okay.
Everyone got an answer?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. So we'll go with Noah first. What did you say?
I said 347 days.
Okie doke. Dylan?
I said 519.
Mm-hmm. And Jared?
I said 574.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Right. Well, I can tell you that the answer was 504 days.
Shit, I was going to say 503 too.
Oh, man. That would have been amazing if you had, but goddamn. So that means Noah gets no points for that one.
Dang it.
Jared also gets no points.
Wow.
And Dylan, because he said 519, and that's within 25, you get 2 points.
Oh, I was hoping it would be a lot more than that. I was like, this could win me the game.
Yeah, that would have been a shocker if you'd pulled it off.
503 may have.
2 points.
Oh, yeah.
Win me the game.
Gee, that's crazy.
Son of a bitch. All right.
Sweet. So that's the end of the quiz. So yeah, you guys talk amongst yourselves. I got to add all these scores up.
I'm trying to add mine up to get. I was like kind of crossing them off and ticking them whenever you were answering them. So I'm going to try and count mine up too. But if you want something to do while we're.
You have to unlock it with 3 special card keys.
Right, remember that, guys. That's important.
You know, I had 347 days originally. Then I went back and did the math, and I was like, no, it's got to be higher. It's like 478. And then I redid the math again, and then I said, nah, 347's about right.
Yeah, because I knew if they were all under 300, I'm like, the first one was like 200 and something, so the second one's going to be 200 and something as well. So I kind of hedged my bets on like 250 each maybe, and then I just went a little bit above that. God, it was too high though. And it's not the first time I've been too high.
Right. Yeah.
So
the calculations are in. Let's go in reverse order, I guess.
Oh.
So, bringing up the rear this year in third place is Dylan with 14 points.
Oh, I were at 13 points. That's awesome. I got one more than I thought I did.
I think that's from the Listomania thing where I gave you an accidental extra point.
Oh yeah, sweet.
Coming in second place is Noah with 15 points.
All right.
Well done.
Yeah.
For someone who wasn't here for most of the year, that's pretty good going.
And Dylan, who's been here for several years, is 1 point.
And that means that our winner is Jared with 24 points.
Holy moly.
Hey,
Yeah,
well,
you aced it, man.
that's good work.
Yeah, so congratulations on having, well, I wouldn't say like the best, but let's call it the least worst knowledge of the EWA from the last year.
Yay!
Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the show. Fingers crossed the folks at home have enjoyed it too. Like I said before, for those that have played along, please feel free to share your scores and the feedback. For now, though, this was the Big Fat Quiz of 2018. Until next time, adios.